Hello, and thank you for joining me in this video that continues our exploration of the new JavaScript actions on TotalAgility 7.1 forms. I'm Gavin O'Kane of ThinkNeek. ThinkNeek is leading the pack in the provision of Kofax TotalAgility solutions. Visit our site at thinkneek.com to follow this series of JavaScript features and other TotalAgility related blogs. And of course, you're welcome to join us on the Kofax TotalAgility Users and Developers LinkedIn group. In this video, we will take a look at how to auto-update fields based on user key press on other fields, instead of waiting on a button click. The example you will see is a mortgage repayment calculator. You will see as I update the loan amount to, in this example, to 200,000, we can see that the repayment amount updates as I key. So we don't have to wait on a button click or an exit from the field. It will recalculate on the fly. So let's see how we can do that. So we'll go into the Kofax TotalAgility Designer. So I've already created that form, so I'm just going to delete it and we will create it from scratch. So let's create a new form, and we will want 4 text fields. I'm going to increase the label size here on each of these to 200. So our first text box, this is going to be the repayment amount, and we'll call it amount txt. Amount is the text field name, and let's go to the advanced properties, and we will configure this to be a currency. The label we will configure and give that a label called loan amount. The next one we will configure, we'll give that a label interest rate. Third one we'll configure as repayment term. And the last one, their label will be repayment amount. So just to give these text boxes a name as well, so we'll call this one txt interest rate. We'll call this one term, and we'll call this one repayment. Okay, so just again to set the formats of these, the interest rate we're going to set as decimal, 2 decimal positions, fine. And we'll set the term as numeric, and the repayment amount as currency. Okay, we'll give the form itself a name. We'll call it calculate mortgage repayments. And we'll give it a title as well. Okay. So now we have the form set up. We've got our fields. Let me just check the format of this. Decimal. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so next up we want to specify the actual formula for calculating the repayment amount. So if we take a look on the properties of the form, so select the form, select advanced properties, we can see that we have a JavaScript tab here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to define the function that does the mortgage calculation. Now, this calculation is quite complex, so I will actually paste the formula in. As you can see, I've shown the formula on screen here, and so just to type up the function, so we have a number of parameters coming in. The L is the loan amount, N is the term, and rate is the interest rate. So I'm just going to paste in some comments that I have that explain the formula plus the explanation of the variables in the formula. So because the rate C is the rate divided by 12, we have the rate as a full percentage amount, so we need to recalculate that. So that gives us the percentage as a decimal and then divided by 12. So the actual formula is quite complex. You can see it here, and I'm going to again paste it in rather than make a mistake in typing it. And that's our function to do our calculation of the remortgage. So that returns the mortgage repayment amount based on input values of the loan amount, the term, and the rate. Okay, so that is a function, a global function set up on the form. So now what we want to do is we want to set up a JavaScript action on the key press. So we'll create a new action and type JavaScript, and we're going to call this action calc mortgage repayment. So this function will be quite lengthy, so bear with me. We want to, the first few lines of the code is to get the values from the text box. So I'll type the first one. So we want to get the amount from the amount field. So we use the JavaScript function get elements by name. And looking for a text box called amount. Okay. Now I'm going to paste in the interest of time, I'm going to paste in the code to retrieve the other input or the text boxes, so namely the rate, the term, and the repayment amount. Okay, so then if all the elements are found, so let's just a sanity check that. So then what we want to do is we want to create an on key up event. Okay. On the text box. So I'll do that for the amount. So we want to do that for the amount. And what will happen in that on key up event, we will calculate the repayment amount. And to do that, we want to populate the repay amount text box. So repay amount, and we call the function that we declared in the previous step. Passing in the variables. The amount in the first variable, the term in the second variable, and the rate in the third variable. And just close our brackets, parentheses, and that is the function complete. I hope without any typos. We'll soon find out. So now that we have the JavaScript function written, we want to associate that JavaScript with the form event after render. So that will run that JavaScript event after the form renders, which will create a non-key up event against the amount text box. So we close that and we release it. Okay, we'll just take the name of that form, paste it into your URL, and enter. So we reloaded the form. What I'm going to do actually is put in some default values on the form. I forgot to do that. We'll put in a default value on the interest rate of 4.2% and repayment term in 60 months. And we'll release that again and refresh the screen. So now we'll try and key in the amount. So we have an issue, so let's go back and take a look and see what could have went wrong. So let's look at the JavaScript. Passing in amount.value, term.value, and rate. I've got a typo. .value. So let's see if that typo fixed it. Okay, so you can see I keyed in 100,000 and it recalculated the mortgage at $489. Change that to 300,000 and get 1467. Now, you can see when we change the interest rate, we don't get a change, so or the repayment terms. So let's add in an event on the update of the key up of these fields also, and that's very simple. So we go back to our JavaScript, and so we want to just copy this bit of code. So we've copied that there, and instead of amount, we can do it on the other field, which is rate. Just update the comments. So we can also again do that on term. Again, we just have to replicate the code that calls the comment function. So release that, reload the form. So 100,000, interest rate of 3.2. You can see repayment amount changing. So let's say interest rate, we're lucky, interest rate 1.5%. For repayment loan term, repayment terms of 10 years, 12 months. We can see that we're updating repayment amount on the fly on the key press or key up of each of those text boxes. So I hope that's been a useful exercise. It gives you another insight into the flexibility that we now can achieve with TotalAgility forms using JavaScript, some of the clever things we can do. This JavaScript functionality had not been available before in TotalAgility forms, so this really adds a new dimension for established TotalAgility developers. So I hope you enjoyed that, and again, please visit our site www.thinkneek.com. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back soon with with more video demos.